Alright, YouTube, we have some more information to share with you. I'm tearing out this concrete step. You can kind of tell where it was at. It's only about 10 inches wide right here. That's the reason why we're tearing it out. It's hard for the elderly people to step on. That crack right there was one of the main reasons we was tearing it out. It started coming apart on them. And as I have taken it apart, I can tell you why. They paid good money for this step. The people come out with bags of Quikrete, which is not a bad way of doing things. I do that all the time. Mixed it up in a wheelbarrow and poured it in their form they had here just to make this. Finished it all off nice. It looked good. But the quality was this right here. It's not solid like you think. That is a cinder block trying to make up space so that they wouldn't have to buy more bags of Quikrete. Alright, so they took cement blocks. See, that's a void there. I can stick my hand in there. Which, if it was just foot traffic, which it is, it really isn't an issue, I guess. The problem is when the ground moves, this thing is going to shatter like glass. You can see there's not enough thickness in the concrete. That's barely even an inch right there, for it to hold itself together. Alright, the other thing that they did was, I'll show you this piece of concrete right here. Get it turned around. Here's a piece I busted out. This is what it looked like on the top. You have about 3/4 inch of good, dense concrete right here. This is what it should look like. And this is how I know they use Quikrete, is how small these little pieces of gravel are. That comes in the Quikrete bag. And then there's also, you look at how dense this is versus what this looks like. It's like a bunch of bubble gum, kind of something going on there. This happens one of two ways that I know of. You just put dry cement in your hole and then put water on top of it, and it soaks it up and does that. Or either you mixed a little bit of water in with your cement, but not enough. This right here, I could barely hit with a hammer and it would just break all the way apart. The Quikrete that comes from like Lowe's or Home Depot or your local hardware store, they're rated at about 3,000 psi in the bag. And that means for every inch of depth by every inch of width and height, so it's 1 inch cube, can hold up to 3,000 pounds. Alright, I hit this stuff with a 8-pound sledgehammer. Alright, I'm a big boy and I can bust up some stuff, but I didn't hit it hard as it should have took. I hit this a total of 8 times and was able to pull this whole step apart. This is shoddy right here. This is horrible. This is what gives regular old guys a bad name, is this stuff right here. They left the base of it, which is this jacked up part right here. They went as quick as they could, fast as they can go, and then they made the top look okay. And this is just not acceptable right here. This house is new enough that we know who did this, and it will be handled correctly. They're not getting away with that one. So if you're getting somebody to come do some work at your house, just a little bit of knowledge to you. This step was about 6 inches thick. So if you wanted to use some little rock and filler, that would have been fine. If you put it in that corner right there, it would have been okay. But in this situation, it's not okay to use filler, because this ground, the way this ground is laid out, you can see a little hill right here. All this water comes right here. This area stays wet. So you need your concrete to be solid. It needs to be for real. If you look right here, there's a piece of rebar down there that was just laying in the ground. It wasn't even in the concrete. Your rebar should be pretty close to the center if you're going to use it, depending on the application. But if you plan on doing a project at home, and you've always heard people say, oh, just throw some bags in there and then just mix up the top, or either throw water on the top, and this is what you get right here. Alright, and if it's not going to hold anything and it's not going to be under any kind of stress, then you could probably get away with that. But I don't know of a situation that it's not going to want to move, or somebody's going to step on it or something. So you know, if you're going to use some kind of filler, at least get 4 inches of good concrete on top of it. That you know, you'll be able to hit that with a lawnmower tire, you know, and bump into it, and it won't deteriorate like this. This is a bad situation, but we're going to fix it right. We'll get them going. Get the step a little wider, so they got some elderly people that come in and out that's having trouble with that little bitty step there. So if you got a little project like this, make sure you start off right. You'll end up right. If you're going to pay somebody to do it, you know, take an eyeball at their work every now and then. If you see them sticking bricks or blocks or something in there like that, you know, now you know. Don't let them do that. It's not going to work. And if they try to tell you that it'll work, take them to this video right here. Let them see it. I don't know of too many concrete guys around here. I can get as many as I need for them to understand that. They'll even tell them that's not right. Don't do that. That's shoddy. That's leaving all the rest of us with a bad name right there. Alright, well, this is Donnie with Northern Construction. If this video helped you out any, give us a thumbs up. Go like us on Facebook. We got a lot of things going on, lots of giveaways we're going to try to hit here soon. We just did a few, but get back to you soon. Thank you.